Okay, so I know I'm wearing a different outfit than I was in the last video, but I can assure you it is in fact the same day. It is just Halloween. I'm not driving with the tie on because it's uncomfortable, and I'm checking out for the day. Alright, so it's Halloween. So I changed clothes midday into my costume, which is really just a suit and tie, and went as Drew Carey from The Price is Right. My colleagues in my same grade level were dressed as contestants. We prepared box lids with bids on them, and then they had their little name tags as well. So we were The Price is Right kind of as a whole. So I was the host, and the ladies were all contestants. And they even wrote on their name tags the Sanderson sisters from the movie Hocus Pocus. One was Mary, one was Winifred, and one was Sarah. And then we had our special education teacher for 4th grade. She just wrote her name on the name tag, because obviously there's not a 4th Sanderson sister, and I don't think they told her about it. So that was, it was fun. Halloween in an elementary school. You could say it's fun, but you don't really mean it. It's more of a hassle than anything. It's completely chaotic, but the kids enjoy it, and they leave feeling like they had a good time. So as long as they don't come back tomorrow all hopped up and hyper, I'm good. So let me revert back. I have never seen the movie Hocus Pocus all the way through. It's a Halloween classic. People love it. Everybody, raves that they haven't had Halloween until they've watched Hocus Pocus for the year. I'm familiar with the storyline. I'm familiar with the characters, kind of. But I've never seen the movie all the way through. And it's not out of lack of interest, but it's just out of lack of interest. It doesn't look fun to me. I honestly, as a whole, I'm not a big Halloween movie fan. It's not because I find them extremely scary or anything like that. I just don't like the Halloween theme. I don't like the ghosts and goblins and witches and all that. It's just not a genre that I'm into, which is strange because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. If you saw my shirt earlier in the previous video, I don't know if you can see it, but it was the Harry Potter characters. I like the magic and the wizardry and stuff like that, but I'm just not into the Hocus Pocus style stuff where it's hauntings, and I talked about that in a previous video, an older video, how I don't believe in ghosts or superstitions or things like that. And so I think that has something to do with it, that I'm just not into that style of story. I would much rather, if it's going to be Halloween, I would much rather watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, than The Nightmare Before Christmas. Mary Jane had Coraline on Netflix the other day, and it was okay, but it's not a story that I would want to see over and over again. It's just weird to me. I'm not really sure how else to put it. But it is Halloween nonetheless. We are taking Ellie trick-or-treating. She is dressed as Elmo, or will be dressed as Elmo. And we plan on having a good time and collecting lots of sugary treats to indulge on throughout the next year. So that's the plan. That's kind of where I stand on the Halloween feel as a whole. And yeah, I'll see you